Hey Cubs, it's Lynxy, and welcome back to Beacon Pines. I unfortunately forgot to record the intro, but just wanted to say that everything you need is in the description below if you'd like to purchase the game for yourself. There are some content warnings, which are the discussion of missing / parents that have passed away. There is bullying, frightening situations with children, some mild jump scares, kids using some swear words, a dismembered appendage, which we saw last episode. I don't think there's any more. There wasn't any blood, though, and characters' bodies morphing in scary ways. And I will see you all next time. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here till he gets back. The clipboards? Is that what they're calling them? Old Pickler's Pond. Let's go see if this little puppy knows anything. Hello, Judson. Have you seen Rolo come this way by any chance? Afraid not. As elusive as a fish in this here pond. That seems right. And as far as we know, Rolo's not here in their tree house. So back off we go. He's sleeping, but he's got all this stuff here. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Gaw, you joker. We're all a part of this together. Well, you'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. So, we had Pete, we have this dude, and then there was the other dude who was putting up the festival sign, and there was another dude putting up the lights on the History Museum. Are they making clones in Perennial Harvest? We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So, I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. There they go. Oh, it's those two. This is new. Hold on. Who are y'all? What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound. I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh, yes. Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Now, where did she run off to? Oh, okay, so these are Beck's parents. Honestly, I thought they were, like, more teens, kind of like Roxy's age. But you know what? That's on me. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my, he doesn't even see the danger he's in. I love that. I love it when games do stuff like that. The foreshadowing. What the heck are you? Hey, Yasun. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rolo in there? No, just a shadow of a family. Clinging on to a town, clinging on to the past. Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. I have to look. I have to look. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on.
Wow.
It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
Wow, that was... that was unhelpful. Okay, I had to do the same, because, like... wow. Hey, Griffin, has Rolo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him on the house. He'll like that. I gotta hit it. I gotta hit the dang watermelon. Maybe Rolo's underneath the watermelon. Well, no, that watermelon hasn't been moved. Unless it can move. Could go see if up at Dawn newsstand. Oh my gosh, cute. Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights, your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that, and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood. Right by Valentine's Fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. Boop. Can we go here? Nope. So still nothing here for the diner. Alrighty, off we go. Unless we can go to the Beacon. Nope. Can't go there. Oh, the library is open, and that's where we should go check. I believe.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers.
Aww.
He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Melitology? Is that bees? Oh, hey Luca, you snuck up on me. Good book? Dunno, just started
He
it.
gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on the wonderful world of bees. Aha, I was right. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? I feel like that's supposedly foreshadowing the whole thing with Valentine's and Perennial Harvest, but... we'll see. That is two queens in one town. Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Thanks. Gotta have those bee puns. Let's go look up here real quick. Because I'm always interested in finding something.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hankatomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Alright, fair enough. What about in here?
Mycological phosphorescence.
Ugh, more like my complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read: Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No? I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hankatomic fan I know. Beside myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Roger that, Space Cadet.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Interesting. Yuck. Same.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Oh, succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time.
Oh.
By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof. That's pretty weak. Oh, hello. It's Beck. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You're new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing. I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, so I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. Suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
It's still weird to me. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetleologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Okay, so things are becoming colder in here, even though it's not supposed to be. Oh, they got a whole keep outside. Oh, and I can't go back. Hey, Luca, it looks like a path goes this way. Maybe we could just... No? Alright, I'm locked and loaded in here. Dang, they boarded up the way in. I'm taking a mushroom. Yeah. Well, And this is where we left off way back when.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Cold in there. Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick!
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Here we go. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yep. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he ever told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Ha ha ha. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that girl's around. First, his pops croaked. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took
what
a
a
step
rude little
towards
dude.
Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
Iggy is so rude. I love him.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Let's do strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs. Hey, dud.
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah! Dang,
Iggy's
he
clothes
kicked
were
him.
drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk. My clothes are ruined. I'm
Iggy's
gonna.
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
And there's the struggle. I don't feel so good. Oh! I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. There they go. And that's about all we had beforehand. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rolo caught up in all of this?
Unfortunately, I think so. We have to find Rolo. You took the words out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Yeah, so ooze is probably... This is probably what killed Sharp. Is what I'm gonna guess. So this was what killed Sharp because they were trying to make a better fertilizer and then they couldn't make a better fertilizer. Oh, hello. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rolo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So, where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. It could be disorienting, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Well, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rolo was safe.
That's good.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me.
Yeah,
if he hurried,
is.
He might just make it home before sundown.
He totes
Chapter
in trouble.
4. Our harvest awaits.
Why did she
Luca
say it like
took a
that?
deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Did that hyena lie to us? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Where is she?
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So, Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him without turning. He spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?"
Bees?
Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it.
I think I made the wrong choice
The
here.
pond began to freeze over.
Oh.
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid
Whoa.
ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed.
Hello?
Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand."
Oh my god.
"Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel.
What?
"None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go."
Oh my
Luca
gosh.
grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please.
What is happening?
You have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize.
Whoa.
You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out.
What is
A shock of searing
happening?
cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum.
No.
But it was too late.
No.
He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Oh, that's terrifying.
"I don't understand. What does all this mean?"
Means I messed up.
The
Oh
gentle rustle of
no.
leaves was the only reply.
Oh my god, what a nightmare. What happened? If that is not the game telling me, hey,
His
you
eyes
clicked a
struggled
bad
to focus on the
decision.
walkie-talkie.
Oh my gosh. Rolo? Huh?
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rolo? Is that you? Luca? There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rolo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No! Trust... He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
He held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse!
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. This is so creepy. More so, I don't think his grandmother's back yet. She's still not here. What is going on? What the heck? Oh, I can't even.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Ooh. Oh, it's Gran. And, oh, there she is. That little cute little dog. Cat? I don't know exactly what she is. I want to say she's probably a dog. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. I refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How was Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Did she see us? Oh, supposedly not. Graham? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luke! Ah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. wait, why did she fade into the bushes like that? Just slowly push herself in there. What's happening here? And despite it being late at night, Perennial Harvest is still up, or at least one office is, and one Mr. Piggy Man is also awake. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. Should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Are those boys younger than Luca? And they definitely messed with this festival sign, didn't they? Like, I don't think they wouldn't. Perennial Harvest, though, I better hurry up to the treehouse. Right. Treehouse. Yes. Not allowed to go investigating. Let's see. No one here. Alright. Hey, Luca's winter coat is gone. Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio. Rolo? Rolo, are you there? Oh, I got chills. I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? Oh. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
Oh. I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Is that, Iggy? Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? Guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh, it is Iggy. Hello, Iggy. Oh, he's a little deformed. I'm a monster. Now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault!
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Wheatwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca. Luca! Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. Oh my god. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me and yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? I guess that's, yeah, that is indeed what a treehouse is. Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh my god, there's a million of them. What? Well, Mr. Van Horn, we would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. Okay. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you are right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knobs cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rolo had constructed his MCDC.
MCDC?
The Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Oh, of course.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Huh. Oh my god, they parted. Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rolo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? That's just your favorite word, isn't it? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rolo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. Oh.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Oh my goodness. There's only the option to fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rolo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
Oh my
The
gosh.
clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse. Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Oh my gosh.
That escalated quickly.
It sure did.
Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Yeah, wow. Oh my goodness. Well, we got, oh my goodness. We have so many options, y'all. We got so many options. I'm going to stop it here for now. We'll probably go back to the hazardous hectoring and we'll go with the tickle one. Just kind of see how far out we can go from here. Oh, I'm so interested. Oh my goodness. So William Kerr He's the dude with Perennial Harvest. They have like clones of the one dude for some reason. Like the clipboards. Oh my gosh. But wait a minute. Wait. So Kerr probably knows, right, that Iggy's sick because of the puddle, and what's inside of the puddle is from the fertilizer from the Valentines. So is he trying to maybe use Iggy as a form of being like, oh, well, look what happens with them in town. We got to run them out. But still, I mean, Perennial Harvest ain't doing too better if they got clones and everything. What is happening? Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm so excited to record the next bit. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you want to go ahead and purchase the game for yourself, it should now be on sale for y'all. Remember that everything that you need is in the description below. And I will see you all next time. Remember to stay happy, healthy, and safe, cubs. Bye-bye.